dad was a Squamish elder and chairman and fisherman and all those things. And it was named after the ship that he was on, the Leonard Wood, which was a Navy transport.
There was a time that I gave up on teaching, even though I already finished college, and I came back and I tried to get a job here, and I didn't for like 3 years. I didn't. My name is Jamie Valadez. I'm from the Elwha Klallam tribe in Port Angeles, Washington, and I teach Klallam language and Native American studies at Port Angeles High School.
I was born on the reservation, but I was raised on the West Coast because my dad was in the Navy, and so we followed him all over. I'm State Representative John McCoy. I represent the 38th Legislative District, which encompasses the Tulalip Indian Reservation, the City of Marysville, and the City of Everett.
Well, I've always loved business. I love finding a win-win situation between parties, finding creative ways to succeed. I'm Bruce Thomas. I'm a member of the Confederated Tribes of the Grand Ronde Community of Oregon, and I'm the CEO for the Paskenta Band of Nomlakati Indians Economic Development, including Rolling Hills Casino and other businesses that they own.
Growing up here and spending a lot of time on this landscape, enjoying fishing, enjoying hunting, it reminds us of our responsibility to take care of the foods that take care of us. My name is Eric Quemps. I'm an enrolled member of the Yakama Indian Nation. I serve as the director of the Department of Natural Resources for the Confederated Tribes of the Umatilla Indian Reservation.
We know our ancestors walked here for thousands of years, and we continue to honor this place as the best as we can. And the water behind us here is an agate pass, and the Suquamish were known in a way for not having a major river in our territory, so we traveled these waters around the sound to fish and hunt and gather medicines and food from the uplands. These waters here are our identity and our lifeblood.
Did you ever believe that we'd be teaching language in the schools?
I never did. Not when we were punished for talking it. I just figured that nobody in this era would be interested in learning our language anymore. But when she came along and she was interested, like I say, once you master the language or understand it, you'll never forget.
When I came home in '94, things were pretty dire. Tulalip had almost 68% unemployment. Health clinic was in a single wide trailer and with only part-time medical staff. You know, I get asked every now and then, do you believe you've made a difference? Well, I just think back to what we had in 1994 and what Tulalip has today. I do not want to go back to 1994. So that's quite gratifying, and to have been part of that activity, it makes me feel proud.
And the model that we used allowed tribes to develop the casinos on their own without outside management companies. Saved them a lot of time and money in developing the casinos, but it also allowed them to operate the casinos themselves, which preserved their sovereignty and their independence. And to see that much change that quickly, the people healthier, I believe happier and more educated and a brighter future, that is inspiring.
The Creator created the world and asked the animal people who was going to take care of the Indian people. There was an order in which they promised themselves to take care of the Indian people. And in that regard, it makes a very logical mission for a Department of Natural Resources that serves a tribal community, because our work is about taking care of these resources so they're there for the community's use and the continuity of the tribe's culture.
Those values were important, and they had trial and error, and they were able to make mistakes and learn from them, and all that knowledge that they gathered over those thousands of years needs to be preserved and kept alive so that the rest of the communities can learn.
When our goals in a language program started to change from preservation to revitalization, and our elders were dying, and we needed to carry this on, and we need teachers to carry this on, and we need curriculum development, and our kids aren't here, we don't have a tribal school, you need to go into the schools. And then I thought, oh my gosh, it's something I let my dream slip away for 10 years, and I did some other work that was very important work, But then it came back. That dream came back. So nobody let go of your dream. I am very honored to receive this award from the Potlatch Fund, and I would like to thank anyone involved in this process. I'm especially honored because the award is named after Patricia Whitefoot, from the Yakima Nation. She's been one of my role models as I started my career in education, and so my hands go up to you, Patricia. Thank you. Hatningsen, Siam Nischayacha.
I'd like to thank the Potlatch Fund for all they do for Indian country and for Indian people throughout the Northwest.
I thank the Potlatch Fund for recognizing me. It makes me very proud. I'm happy to be here, and thank you very much.
It's rewarding to see this tribe and this department recognized for its work, and to see that the community's own understanding of natural resources is kind of given more legitimacy. It's recognized, and I think it will help us in promoting our mission in support of the First Foods.
Thank you very much for this very prestigious award.